my second book that was about time, the history of temporality, just to put that out there, because that to me remains a kind of concept that is interesting and that I hope I will continue to write about and whatever. I'm editing a book now on notions of time in the modern world.
Can you explain that a little bit deeper?
Sure. So I mean, there's actually a whole historiography, a whole scholarship on time as a construct, right? So, whether it's time as nostalgia, how do we think about the past? How does that past manifest in ways in which we live in the present? Right? And then in the case of Russia, because my book was on the Russian Soviet Union, if you think about like utopian notions of time, like the Soviets did, right? Like think about the future and creating a future that is, utopian in a particular way. So the book itself is split into three: past, present, and future, and it really focused around 1900 and to 1930 in Russia and the Soviet Union. And so there was a kind of obsession with nostalgia for the estate life as estates were diminishing, if you will, and there was much, the gentry itself is transforming, moving to the city, industrialization, da, da. Then we have the idea about, clock time, think about like Fordism and clock time and industry and factories, which is happening exactly at that time. And like if you think about the Wilsonian, this is actually they once had an exhibition on this, on like the ways in which kitchens were built. The modern kitchen is meant for efficiency of time, right? So if you think about like the dishwasher is next to this, is next to that, everything is supposed to move, and homes were built in particular ways to be efficient and to pay a lot of attention to the clock, if you will. And then the Soviet notion of the future was very focused on a kind of communal time. That's one example. There's lots of examples to think about, like in the way that indigenous communities live according to more kind of natural rhythms, and on and on.